This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First down, Ravens.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Green's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
A.J. Green.
A good pickup there at 22. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Chiefs nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And quickly to Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
14-yard gain.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
16-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Mahomes to throw on second down. Completes it to Hardman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they'll be faced with a third and inches. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Chiefs nothing.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's third and inches. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So with second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run here with Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. They're going to get a brief pause in the action for an injured player, and I believe, yes, that is J.K. Dobbins, the running back. He's down after that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Second and 11. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's got some space here. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Justice Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Ravens 14, Chiefs 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Chiefs.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
3 yards to gain there, second down.
Justice Hill. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on third down, Jackson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Ravens.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Raven first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action. It's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Now here's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They go play fake. Mahomes. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Alert flare.
Mahomes to throw once more. Gets this one to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Chiefs 28, Ravens 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Squeeze, double. Attack. 48, to Mike. You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. 48.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Solomon call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 52. I'm coming. Let's get it. Let's go. Watch Mike. I got you, son. Switch. Attack. Switch it. 52's the Mike.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Another Kansas City.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, G. Here it comes.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. 3 butt. Watch the safety creep.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, blood a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
From the 39, Jackson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Let's get off the field. Check 48 to Mike. Check 48 to Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now.
Back to throw. Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
On the stop.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Kansas City, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.